Hello YouTube. Okay, just got back home from my first range visit shooting the Taurus Model 66. This is the second gen model. It's a 7-shot brushed stainless. Ran about 400 to 500 rounds through it on my first visit. Performed fairly well. I probably got more to say about the ammo I used than I do the actual pistol. But it was a fun shooter. It's the first 6-inch barrel pistol that I've owned. The longest barrel length I've had has been 4 inches, and then the others are basically snub nose. But it did a great job. So got about 400 or 500 rounds through it. It's a little dirty. See here, we'll do a quick safety check. And you can actually see a lot of the factory oils coming out. Now the only thing I did to this pistol before I went to the range was I cleaned the inside cylinders and I cleaned the barrel. I didn't put any oil on it because a new firearm from the factory has plenty of oil, and generally it's not needed, and revolvers take very little oil anyway. I don't like a lot of oil gunking up, but you can see that oil spilling out from kind of a little bit everywhere, mostly on this side. So on the cylinder release, there's a lot spilling out there, and then on the hinge right here. But all in all, this pistol shot very well. I was impressed with it. It's got an extremely light trigger pull when it's in single action. So at one time, I kind of fired it because I'm so used to shooting, double action or a striker fire, that I kind of pull a little bit heavy on triggers. But at one time when I set to perch my finger up on it, it actually went off. So luckily, that's a good rule. Always keep the barrel pointing down range. Use that 180 degree practice. But performed well. It's very dirty. I may do a cleaning video. Was dirty initially when I purchased it. I think I made a comment on that, and got a little bit of muzzle cleaning to do there. But all in all, this pistol, I was happy with it. For the purchase price, it's kind of hard to beat. I don't think I'll be running any heavy or hot loads through it, and I think I'll just stick with, the hottest load probably would just be a standard factory 357 mag. Some of those Spear gold dots that I shot through it, I could tell on a couple of those that, one or two felt a little bit hotter than normal. So I was, kind of taken back with that. But back to the pistol. It's got a really nice grip. I was impressed with the grip. The seams doesn't match up perfectly, but it for a factory grip, it felt very nice. It was comfortable to hold. You could get up on it, hold it real well, and really get a good cushion on that recoil. So I was happy with that. I got a target up here. We'll kind of look at that. See how that looks. Don't mind the movement of the camera here. Just slide it back a little bit. We'll talk about this target. Okay, just get a pointer here. All right, so all these were shot at about 20 yards, so not that far out. So this is one group here. I believe these two match this group, so I had a couple of flyers. So pretty good shot. That's good grouping here. This one, with the majority of it, it's hitting a little low. Some of the initial rounds I fired off, I was aiming here and they're kind of scattered everywhere. But the majority hit a little bit low, and I forgot my screwdriver, so I couldn't adjust the sight. And most of this group here, was rested on my range bag. The rest, these flyers here, that was freehand, normally like a rapid fire, double action instead of single action. So this was, the majority of my firing was single action on a rest. And this was aluminum case ammo. I had a few of those that I shot through, and then I just kind of carried over here. And this little section here, disregard that. It looks a little rough. Let me get that camera down. You can see that kind of fired a hole, and that's low, very low, but I was actually aiming there, but that was with a different pistol. This is going to be a separate project here. So these do not necessarily go with these shots. So all in all, performed well. You know, this is a lot of rounds through, and I'm sure they hate me at the range because they have metal backstops with tires, and I was just blowing in that same target over and over and over again. So I probably beat a big dent in their backstop. And then we got one here that I kind of hung on the bottom and did a few little rapid fire with it. This is like a little plastic thing here, so not bad, but you know, for 60 feet or whatever, you know, or longer, that's not bad for me. I'm a terrible shot, but I was kind of happy with it. And you know, learning the sights on that was, you know, a little different from what I'm used to. So all in all, for the price you pay for this, it's no Smith by any means. But it's nice. The trigger's actually fairly nice. In single action, I like it. Now, I've not done any kind of trigger adjustment with it. I'm sure it's underneath the handle or the grip, you know, either right here or somewhere in here. So I may look at that when I clean it. But I did notice on the double action only, it's a little mechanical feeling. It's not quite as smooth, especially when it goes back to reset. You know, you can feel it a little bit more than you can, say, a Model 60 or 66 or, you know, any kind of Smith. So but single action only, I was happy with it. You know, it's not bad. I did notice some cylinder, when I would close it up, I did have to let it cool off a little bit. When I'd close it up, I had some problems with it, the trigger coming back. You know, it kind of almost hung up on me on one or two occasions, but that could have something to do with this safety lock, and I haven't read up on it that much. This is just a quick desktop review since I just got home. But I would say for the money, it was under $400. I'd say get that thing. I mean, that's a great price. For a stainless 6-inch barrel, it's kind of hard to beat. So the only thing I'd say is lacking is the front sight post. I like it. It's red. I wish it was orange. You know, I prefer that orange low light situations. It seems like you can see it a little bit better. But the rear sight post, you know, it doesn't have that gold post, you know, paint on it. So you don't have the white outline that you normally would right here. So I wish that was there. It's just kind of a notch. So when you go to sight it in, it's just, you know, you don't have that white notch similar to, you know, how a Glock has. So I'd like a white gold post there, and then I'd be happy. But it is adjustable. I did not adjust it. I wanted to. You can do elevation, and you can do windage on the rear sight. So elevation would be the top here, and windage would be right here on the right. But I forgot my screwdriver, so I could not make an adjustment, and I wish I had, because I'm shooting about 3 inches low, and it's probably just me, but that's how I shoot. So all in all, nice little pistol. I would say get it. So that's just, you know, 400 to 500 rounds there. You know, I can't tell you a whole lot about it until I pump 1,000 or 2 through it. So, you know, maybe after that, maybe we'll do another review and see how it performs and holds up. But like I said, the cylinders, they look kind of thin, you know, just not the beef that I'm used to seeing. Throw a light on that. Let's put on low. So you can tell I really pumped some rounds through it. It's got some brass markings on that cylinder, and I fired some PPU, and it was extremely smoky. So definitely needs to be cleaned now. Looks a little dirty. Doesn't look quite as pretty as it did that first video, but hey, that's what they're made to do. They're made to shoot. So we'll do a cleaning video maybe tomorrow, and or maybe later tonight. So if you're looking for a 357 mag in a 4 or 6 inch barrel, and you're on a budget like myself, it's kind of hard to beat $400 for a brand new pistol. You know, $400 for a stainless revolver. That's kind of hard to beat. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, give me a share, and hopefully we'll see more videos coming on this particular pistol. Have a great day.